Staff members of the ruling party ANC are calling for improved working conditions. They plan to stage a picket demanding the payment of outstanding wages. They've also raised concerns about outstanding bonuses as well as the reinstatement of their medical aid. Chairperson of the ANC Staff Representative Committee, Mvusi Mdal, joins us now live from Cape Town to tell us more about this issue. Mvusi, thank you so much for your time this evening. Can you just talk to us about what exactly are those that are working within the African National Congress, the staff members, unhappy about at this point?
Thank you, and good evening to the ANC viewers. As a staff of the African National Congress, what makes us not to be happy is that for the past 3 months, some of our staff have not been paid their salaries. And then on Friday, our medical aid was suspended without any notice. And also the question of Provident Fund that is not been paid up. As a result, those who passed on, their families are unable to receive what is due to them. And then those are some of the demands that we are not happy about as ANC staff members.
Mvusi, to not have any salary for 3 months, for medical aid to be cancelled without notice, for provident funds not to be paid out, this is a serious, serious matter. When you raise it with those that are in the NEC, those that are in the top 6, what is being said to you? What communication that is official that is being given to you regarding why is it that you're still not being paid?
We have not received something that indicates when this is going to change or when these salaries are going to be paid. What we got was some time that this issue is going to take 3 months to be attended to, but nothing. The only thing continuously get promises that are not fulfilled, that our salaries are going to be paid. The last time now we are told that by end of November. But even that one, because we find it very difficult to believe, because there's nothing written down and there's an acknowledgement that this is going to be done as a commitment. We only get a verbal message that we are going to be paid. And then we don't
a verbal message from
also,
whom, Mvusi? Who gives you these verbal messages and promises that you're going to be paid?
Who's giving us verbal? We get a message from the management that that's what the TG's office is saying, that our salaries are going to be paid by end of the month. We picketed on June. We wanted something in writing that commits the leadership that they are going to attend to our demands. To this date, we are not getting that.
I mean, right now, it sounds like a situation that, at best, no employee should be under, right? So as an employee of the African National Congress, what's your alternative? Is your alternative then to allocate your skills to, another political party? Is your skills to seek other alternative forms of employment? What to do at this point? 3 months have gone by, no salaries, verbal communication, nothing in writing that solidifies the commitment. Does that mean that it's time to jump ship to other political parties and perhaps give your skills there, or alternatively go into other sectors of industry and offer skills where you can be paid?
Another political party is not an option. We still believe that the ANC is the right organization to resolve problems of this country. And then also what worries us the most, even if tomorrow you want to resign or you get an offer somewhere else, your provident fund we are not going to be able to get it because it's not paid up. With the option that we have is to fight for our rights. This is due to us, and therefore we're going to fight for it. The option that we are going to do now is we hope that by tomorrow or in the course of the week, because staff members, more than 50% of them have signed the NEHAW. They are members of NEHAW. We are members of NEHAW, and therefore in that process, we are expecting the leadership of the ANC to sign that recognition agreement so that our struggle also can be taken forward by NEHAW. The other option, if that fails, is to approach CCMA And then also we've agreed as a staff in our meeting last week that the other option that we need to consider is to get a legal opinion on the matter, how to resolve it.
Yeah, you know, at this point, as you're looking at it, you've not been paid for so long. Provident Fund, you know, has not been paid. Medical aid has been stopped without any form of formal notification. It's just about the way in which your employer is treating you as employees. Now, in that instance, how long are you giving the employee to respond to you before you take this matter to court?
We are going to do an assessment in the course of the week after our picket. We are going to picket tomorrow and picket on Friday, and then we'll do an assessment.
Yeah.
And if there is no positive response, and then we'll be left with no other option but to pursue the other options that we have that I indicated earlier on.
Mvusi, with just talks within the African National Congress, just lend us your confidence for a second there. Does the ANC have money? Have they actually said to you that they've got money? They've got some kind of cash injections or some kind of way of making these payments? What has been communicated to you about the pocket of the African National Congress?
We have not discussed details. It's something that we cannot talk about with surety, that the ANC, whether it's having money or not having money. There is no indication to us that says that the ANC don't have money. But what we know is that these challenges that are confronting the ANC now, we're told that there are plans that they are busy with to ensure that we get out of this problem that we are facing.
Do you believe them,
currently.
because you're saying that they've been promising you for many months now. Do you believe them that when they say that they're plans?
It's very difficult to believe that really these plans are there, because why it's very difficult to believe, we have been asking and commitment in terms of writing that this is going to take place. This has been happening since June, April, late payment, and then now this payment is behind with 3 months. It makes us worry, given the fact that the same promises was done on the Provident Fund as it was last paid in November 2018. That we are incurring these areas on salaries, it's worrying us.
Yeah. Mvusi, lend us your ear for a second there. You know, there's a proverb that says if a man or a woman cannot look after his household, how is he then going to look after the community, and how is he therefore going to look after the nation? Right now, the African National Congress is failing to look after its household being those that are within the political party in itself. You have not been paid for 3 months. So the expectation that the ANC will do justice to the people by looking after the citizens of this country, the nation, that leaves much question. So in that sense, do you even yourself believe in the ANC? As you're saying, you're struggling to believe that they will even pay your salaries. So how much more then can you believe that they're capable of leading if they can't even lead their own house?
Those are two different. In terms of government, you must understand that the government and the state, they generate revenue, not unlike the ANC. Therefore, these two cannot be taken as the same. That we believe that those who are deployed in government with necessary skills are capable of making sure that they build better life for all. And then I think how the ANC...
But they deployed from the ANC, are they not, Mvusi? So these are deployees coming from the African National Congress, the very same deployees that many would say are failing to pay you. So if to look after you, right, as the political party who has to hold them to account, who has to hold them as the ruling party, to look after you, if they are struggling to look after you as an employee of the party, being deployed now to government, there's the same people that are struggling to look after you. It doesn't mean that automatically their personalities are going to change when they get to government, or automatically their ethos are going to change when they get to government. They can't look after you. How much faith do you have then that they can look after a nation? Because these are the same people that have to look after you.
As I indicated earlier on, that in terms of the state and resources and the ANC, when you compare the party and the state, in terms of them having resources is not the same. ANC currently, in terms of how it gets resources with the Party Funding Act, is not the same as the state in terms of getting money.
When it comes to your livelihoods, are you not concerned that this is, and I would love to just understand, how is this affecting you and your livelihoods? How is it affecting your families? Are you afraid that you're going to be losing your houses, your cars? How do you even pay for your children's school fees? And how do your members even survive this very difficult time?
This is causing strains in our staff families. Others have already lost their belongings that they've worked very hard for them. Others are being evicted where they are staying. Others, all of us, our credit record is being damaged because on a monthly basis, the creditors, the debits are bumping back like a basketball because there's no money, and that is affecting the credit rating of all the ANC staff in a very bad way, and it will take time. We are much very concerned about that. Hence, we are intensifying our struggle and then picketing and then devising other means to ensure that this is speedily. Ours is that there just need to be a political will to get the money. We don't think that the main challenge that the money is not there, but we think that there is no political will to address our problems. We are not the main in the agenda. The staff issues in the current leadership of the ANC is the last item on the agenda when people are about to leave.
Yeah, it's a very difficult one. Mvusi, we have to leave it there for today. But as you're saying, if there's no political will to look after its political party, then what political will is there to look after the nation? Because these are the same people that have to look after the political party. But I hear you saying that there's a difference between government, a state, as well as political party. How, though? Because it is the ruling party that is looking after government is a different story altogether. Mvusi Mdal, thank you so much for your time this evening, just giving us some insight in terms of those salaries that have yet to be paid 3 months later by the African National Congress. While still here for you on South Africa.